and welcome to another edition of Sports Card ASMR, the channel that combines sports card nostalgia and ASMR relaxation. Me, I'm the Sports Card Doctor, and I'm very happy that you are here with us today, and I'd like you to consider doing one thing. That's right, subscribing to the channel. Thank you to a lot of folks that have jumped on recently. Tell your friends about us. Alright, I've already done, as you can maybe tell, some pre-cleaning. But I do think it's important that we do some more cleaning here today. It's a price guide edition, that's right. We are going to price some baseball cards. So we need a clean space. Alright, I'm going to get to it. Is that okay? Can I get to it? Okay, thank you. But you're sure? You're sure? I can clean? Okay, cool. Because I know some of you are here for the sports cards, and that you can skip ahead to that. But if you're here for the relaxation, the ASMR, leave a comment down below. Most of you are. Here's all your spray bottle heads. There we go. There we go. That is a clean workspace. Let's get to it. Alright, as I said, we are going to be doing a price guide edition. As you know, we kind of have a new way of doing it until I run out of these Beckett's. But we got ourselves right here a baseball card monthly. Look at that. Big Max rookie card hits uncharted territory. That is because this collector's edition of a Beckett, it's not in perfect shape, otherwise maybe I'd sell it and buy a Porsche. I'd get so rich, instead of saying I bought a Porsche, I'd say I bought a Porsche, just to sound that rich. Anyways, this is from November of 1998. Now, which of course, if you remember magazines, kids, November of 1998 means it probably got to you in October of 1998, which means we are just a few weeks removed from the 1998 baseball season, where Mark McGwire broke the all-time single-season home run record. A lot of controversy. We might get into it. I was a big Mac fan. I was a big Mac fan from 1987 on. But I have some thoughts. Complicated. Some Ken Griffey Jr. art. Right there. Let's get into the Beckett here. Oh God, what are we? Oh, look at that. What's going on there? Oh, look at this ad for a baseball game that looks so real, but now looks absolutely horrible. But I miss those games. Alright. There's some hot lists right here. This is just a general big collection of hot and not. Okay, let's do what we like to do here. The hot list. Mark McGwire, Ken Griffey Jr., Sammy Sosa, Kerry Wood, Nomar Garcia-Parra, Chipper Jones, Larry Chipper Jones, Alex Rodriguez, Alex A-Rod Rodriguez, Ben Grieve, son of Tom Grieve, Randy Johnston, Randy Johnson. I've only been saying the name for nearly 30 years. course, is on the baseball's ineligible list despite being in the Hall of Fame. Barry Larkin, Cecil Fielder. He's back, baby. He's back. Alright, we got some bunch of other, look at this. Underrated cards, overrated cards. Fascinating. Oh, anyone want a Ken Griffey Jr. collector's plate? Hang that up on your mantle. Into the cards we go, and as you can see, we jump around quite fast there. Sorry, I'm looking for something there. Look at all these cards. We're still in 1998. 1998 scene of like what we're making these cards up at this point. Alright. As always, if you were in Bend, Oregon, October 17th or 18th, 1998 at the Mount View Mall. Oh, by the way, the mall hours are listed there. If you were there for this card show, maybe you knew Lori Wallace and you called her and got a table, or maybe you attended Bend, Oregon, October 17th, 18th, 1998. If you attended that, please, as always, comment down below. It's going to happen one of these days. One of these days. Highlights on Ken Griffey Jr. there. Ranking all the Griffies. That's pretty cool. We recently pulled that one. So exciting. I'm like sharing information at a party like I'm a drunk uncle. Wow, this entire checklist of Ken Griffey Jr. cards. That's pretty impressive. And then all the Beckett's. Of course, we've used a couple of those ones in some of our work here. Check those out. Okay, and Cal Ripken Jr.'s Got Milk. Good for you. Also, it's got Kevin Costner's wife. Okay, anyways, so we are going to be opening up 4 packs of cards here today. Now, one thing I'll say, I have to double check real quickly. Let's produce, not pollute. Let's produce on air. I like to go live to tape as much as possible, so sometimes errors get in. What are you going to do? Alright, so I didn't think I saw the 1992 Fleer Ultra. 1992 Ultra. Maybe that's it right there. Okay, well, we'll see. Alright. So, as you know, no rules with the price guides here. We used to open up one pack, pull about 5-6 cards, and see if we can make $1 back. What we're going to do right now, while I have these older packets that list less cards, I'm going to open up today 4 packs. We're going to pull a couple superstar cards from each pack to see if we can make $1.50. We had a dramatic turn of events last time. Check that out. Now, as always, I don't know if that was totally relaxing. If we open up some cards that we like, we might set them aside in these penny sleeves. Okay. And what does that mean? Cards that we like. Well, occasionally we pull some superstar cards, okay? Superstars like Kevin Moss, okay? The greatest slugger in Yankee history if I stopped watching baseball after 1990. John Orton, angel catcher. Why is John Orton here? Because when I was 12 years old, John Orton, his sister, and brother-in-law came to my house to buy our dining room table. It was pretty cool. Victor Moreland with the absolutely business in the front, party in the back. Hairdo right there and mustache to boot. We got Chip Hales. Did you just do what I think you did card right there? Legend. We've got this Ruben Sierra kind of sport flick 3D card. I'm mesmerized by that. I think if you stare at this too long, you'll start seeing your future. We got Brady Anderson absolutely yelling about needing some vitamins to get up to 50 home runs. And then we got what kind of looks like Bobby Valentine, but maybe his brother, it's hard to tell. And then, of course, perhaps one of the greatest cards ever made, the Sean Landetta mustache punting card. This will probably one day be in the ASMR Sports Card Hall of Fame. Okay, so if we pull a legend card like that from these packs, we'll set it aside. Alright. Okay, that Flare Ultra is like nails on a chalkboard. Alright, so without further ado, let's do it. We've got 92 Flare, 92 Flare Ultra, 92 Flare Regular. We got 92 Tops, and of course, some Score, Series 1, 1991 right there. Let's get to it, okay? Let's get to it. I thought that was a card. Nope, it was just some World Series trivia. We'll take a look at that. Alright, so 91 Score. What do we got here? Well, first, hold on. We gotta do the World Series trivia right here. 1965 World Series. Oh my God, yeah, I can't read that even. Okay, well, it's about Sandy Koufax. All right, let's see what we got here in this pack of 1991 Score. Kevin Gross, Blackjack McDowell, Dave Righetti, one of my favorite Yankees, as a lifelong Yankee fan. Mark Langston. This is a good pack of 1991 pitchers. Well, look at that. We've pulled one of these before, but look, anytime you can pull a shirtless Jose Canseco, it's a good day. We got Mike Bordick, rookie prospect with Oakland there. Jim Vatcher, you all remember Jim Vatcher and his part in the Braves dynasty. Terry Wells. God, I forgot about Terry Wells. Good lefty for the Dodgers for about a month. Oh, interesting here. We got ourselves a 1991 Sammy Sosa card. That is a good pull. We might immediately... Yeah, in fact, let's just do that right now. I'm not saying it's like immediately the most valuable card, but we want to preserve as much as we can of the card's condition. There we go. And interesting to note, this is a Sammy Sosa, and we're going to be pricing it with 1991 prices. Now, for those of you who watch the Sports Card Doctor regularly, you know, sometimes have problems getting the cards into the sleeves. Giggity, that's what she said, but the reason is it's just my eyesight. I'm having some trouble with that thing. Alright, Brad Komenski, right there. set this one aside as well, but we're absolutely going to price this one. I can't wait to add this one to the Craig Biggio collection. I inexplicably have, well, not inexplicably, he was one of my favorite players growing up. There you go. Okay. So, let's see right now what we're going to do. Well, I'm tipping my scales. Here's who we're going to price. Craig Biggio is definitely going to be priced there. Sorry, Steve Alboni. Sorry, Charlie. Sorry, Felix. Possibly. Ready. Dalton, 1998. His peak had happened. Definitely Sammy Sosa. None of the prospects. We might price that. Okay. And as much as I love Blackjack McDowell by 1998, you're not going to be pricing his cards for profit. Alright, so that's already a lot. This would be a good pack. This would be a good pack if we were doing our old format, but let's move on here to 1992 tops, okay? Alright, there we go. Paul Gibson, first card out. 1992 tops. Gilberto Reyes. Sean Bosking. Mark Guthrie. Tim Cruz. Joe Hesketh. I was in my Signal chat group the other day asking how to say Hesketh's name. I was confusing it with another one. Oh, we can match and win right there. Scott Grounds. Steve Bedrock, Bedrosian. Ivan Rodriguez. Oh, that's a good card right there. Let's carefully set that one. Hall of Famer Dave Winfield. Draft pick Tyrone Hill. Interesting. Steve Psycho Lyons. Rex Hudler. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Guys, we have to admit there's some cake going on there, right? You know what I mean? Come on, come on. Danny Darwin and Mike Gallego, who used to be a professional ball player. Okay, well, pretty easy to see where we're going here now. I'd consider pricing Dave Winfield. Maybe. Definitely going to price this Ivan Rodriguez. Former Cy Young Award winner, but not going to price him. Hall of Famer. He's coming towards the end of his career. I don't think 1992 Dave Winfield is going to be on the price list there. But this Ivan Rodriguez, not quite center cut there. It's a little angled that way. Good card. Alright, Dave Winfield. Look at that career. You know you have a good career if you can't even read these with a magnifying glass. You know, believe me, I have tried over the years. Look at that. Look at that. Padres, Yankees, Angels. Hadn't yet to go to Minnesota, right? Toronto and Cleveland. Quite a career for Mr. May. But I'm a Yankee fan. I don't like that, George. Alright, 1992 regular Flair, which has Flair All-Stars, Provision, Art Cards, and Superstar Specials. We are already looking pretty good. Even if I don't get a Superstar in this pack or the next one, I think we're looking pretty good. Would have been valuable in 1992. Not so much for us now. Alfredo Griffin, former Rookie of the Year, but not there. We've got Baines and Boggs, the designated hitters for a Superstar Special. Henry Rodriguez, outfielder. I don't think there's great value. The late great Tony Fernandez, one of my favorite players during that era. Dennis Lamp, he looks like your history teacher who plays softball on the weekends. Starting catcher, Joe Oliver. Arthur Rhodes, who's still playing in my brain. Rudy Sines and Francisco Cabrera. Alright, well, I was kind of joking when I said we don't need to pull another superstar from this pack, but might be the case. I will consider pricing the Eric Karros. Other than that, that is not a great pack of 1992 Flair. Alright, but that's because that's regular Flair. Now we're going to go to 1992 Fleer Ultra Series 2 baseball trading cards. Contains 14 cards. Okay. Get some good crinkles out of this. Do you want this card? No, you want this card. It's Ultra. That's why you want it. That's why you need it. Okay. We got Otis Nixon right there. Scott Service. Another Tim Cruz. Rest in peace, Tim Cruz. Ruben Amaro. Well, now he's a Philly. Look at that. He moved on. Oh, it's a rookie card too. Jose De Leon. Ah, look at that. I don't think I've ever pulled this card. This is my guy, Gary Carter. Love this card. Oh, that's amazing. That's a good card. Gary Carter, final year. Alright, I'm going to set that aside. That's for me. That's for me. Okay. All-Star Cal Ripken Jr. That's a great card. It looks like a plaque you hand out to the Employee of the Month. Keith Miller, now with the Royals. And Randy Myers, no longer Nasty Boy. Jim McNamara. I forgot he existed till this moment. Rookie. Scott Cooper. Interesting. That's possible. That's possible. That's a card. We got Lenny Webster. Jose Mesa. Joe Table coming in there. Alright. And Mike Moore. Well, I've had better packs of Fleer Ultra, I'll tell you that. But for nostalgia's sake, pulling my guy Gary Carter, my favorite player, I'm setting that one off right here, right now. There you go. Okay. Are we going to price any from this pack? Let's check. We'll price that probably. Maybe that's Scott Cooper. Okay. Nothing else there. Junk wax indeed. Alright, so going to this. Do we have 5 cards to try to make our $1.50 here? This Fleer Ultra, Scott Cooper. If this was 1991 or 2, where there was still a high ceiling on him, I'd say yes. In the end, I'm not going to price this Scott Cooper. We'll see if that comes back to bite me. I don't think this has a ton of value. It's an all-star card, but I still might. It is Fleer Ultra. That's 1992 Eric Karros. Look, this is technically his rookie card here, so maybe there's some value. Possibly. Let me think. Definitely going to price this. 1998 prices on a 91 Brady Anderson, I think are worth it. Bryson, Craig Pisho there. I think we have to. We have to, right? I don't know if it's worth much in 1998, but we have to. And then the Sammy Sosa, I think, might be the cake taker. Alright, look, I'll tell you what, I might be wrong here, but usually all-star cards, this is just a generic price all of these cards here. And this is how we're going to do it. Okay. So as always, when we're pricing, got a handy-dandy calculator to help us out here. And then, sorry. I should have done this before. I had to make sure the paper is blank. Alright, we're going to track our prices here. Go from there. But first, let's get our Beckett back in action here. Again, we're looking at 1992 prices. Excuse me, did I say 92? We're looking at 1998 prices. Alright, first up is this 1992 Flair Eric Karros rookie card here. So we're going to go to 1992 Flair. Alright, 91 Ultra, 92 Flair. Okay, here we go. 462, 462. This is a common now. The question that becomes, is he a common card? Is he a minor star? Unlisted star? Okay. Eric Karros is I'm going to say a minor star. And 10 cents at this point for that one there. Okay. Let's do it. And remember, we are trying to get to $1.50. 10 cents for Eric Karros. Alright. Next up is this 1992 Flair Ultra All-Star. And as I expected, it is not even listed. A subset cards half value of base card. So I'm going to say Cal Ripken is well, he's 75 cents as his base card. So half of that, let's go ahead and do that about, I'll say conservatively, like 35 cents. How about that? Alright, is that about right? I'm going to say 35 cents for that right there. So, bringing in our handy-dandy calculator, which helps my dumb brain. I know that's 45 cents, but we're just tracking it, okay? I know it's 45 cents. Alright, next we're going to go to 1991 Score, which is right here. Okay. Same thing, common cards, 5 cents, minor stars, 10, unlisted, 20 cents. First up is this Dream Team Jose Canseco card. Let me make sure you're all seeing that. Look at that, look at that. Okay, what a man, what a beast, an Adonis right there. All natural. Okay, this is card 441 in the 91 Score. But it's a subset card. Score, Cooperstone, Score, Mantle, yeah, subset card. So let's see if Canseco is even listed here. He is not listed in 1991 Score, so that means he's an unlisted star at 20 cents. This is half of the base value. We're looking at a 10-cent card right here. Ooh, talk about dreams smashed. $0.10. 55. Do we have 95 cents more in this pack of cards? We are going to this 1991 Brady Anderson right here. Let's see. In 1998, Brady's one of the best players in baseball. Coming off of some big seasons there. Let's see if his rookie card, one of his early cards, might not be his actual rookie. Works here. Number 249, 91 Score. 249. That is a nope. I'd call him a minor star. So Brady Anderson, 10 cents. Okay. There we go. Roll along. Now we are going to go to 1992 Topps. 1992. 76. Coming on here, number 78. And it's listed 40 cents. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's good. $1.05. I think we got this made here. 2 cards left. We are going to go back to 1991 score for this Craig Biggio catcher center fielder card here. There we go. All right. 160, 160, 160. Wow. I'm a little shocked. Not listed. Not Dan Wilson and Jeff Conine are listed. I mean, this is 1998. Biggio was a regular star, but alright, he's an unlisted star. Wow. I gotta be honest. A little shocked by that one. But I'm so shocked I'm throwing things. Alright. Craig Biggio. We're gonna go unlisted star. I've got it. That's an unlisted star, right? 20 cents. $1.25. $1.25. Our final card of the day. We just need it to be 25 cents or higher. Is this Sammy Sosa horizontal? They loved taking photos of Sammy Sosa in this classic uniform. I think the 91 Donruss has this as well. And the tops, everyone was like, let's mark him in time. Look at that. All right. This is not his rookie card, but it's his second or third year card here. He's coming up, but he's got some problems. He's got some problems in his swing. A lot of people are not sure about him, and the White Sox are close to giving up on him here. But this price guide is from 1998, where Sammy Sosa just went toe to toe to Big Mac, Mark McGwire. Let's look. Is it 25 cents or higher? $2.56. It's listed. It's listed as $1. This is we did it. Our final. Look at that. Thank you, Sammy Sosa. Something not a lot of people say anymore. Look at that. We did it, kids. Grand total today. $2.25. That's amazing. That's a win. That is a win. And regarding Sosa and McGwire, I'm somewhere in the middle. I think it's fair to say they weren't playing fair, as a lot of players weren't. But I also look at Major League Baseball for turning an eye to it until they couldn't get away with it, and then making guys like Sosa and McGwire pariahs. While they benefited from them is an off-putting feeling for me. So I don't endorse the steroids era players, but I am one of those ones that does. I don't flippantly say, well, baseball was exciting then, and chicks dig the long ball, all that stuff. It's a problem, but it's also not exclusive to baseball, and not exclusive to that era. But I think when it comes to specifically Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire, baseball used them. Baseball loved what they were doing, and then when they got caught, the league, not the players, when the league got caught, I think they turned their backs on them, and it's never sat well, like I said. So anyways, not that you come to the sports card doctor for that, but that's my thoughts there. But at the end of the day, $2.25, we made our prices. There you go. I appreciate you all hanging out with me today. We got some cards to set aside, and we're going to do this again. Also, if any of you knows a good way to get some old Beckett's other than eBay, I'm trying to build up my Beckett stash again. Let me know in the comments down below. See you next time here.